everybody, welcome back to my channel and happy weekend. Wherever you are in the world, hopefully you guys had a really good week and have something planning for the weekend. Yeah, welcome back. I have to apologize for delay for a week because in the past week there's things that happen personally for me is I still have to take time to digest, but in the past week a lot of things happened. So Valentine's, and I was able to went to a few entrepreneurship event, and actually my school assignment has been catching up, so that's something I was pretty much dedicated my time to. And of course I'm coming back to YouTube. But yeah, today I just want to make this video super short because in the past week there's things happen to me that I personally want to address because I've learned a lot from the event or the incident. It didn't happen to me personally, but it happened to my school, which is Michigan State University. There was a massive shooting happened on Monday at night, and a lot of my friends wasn't like directly impacted by it, but the whole community in East Lansing, especially in my undergrad school, was very much impacted. I'm here in Boston, so I know I'm like miles away from them. Therefore, I could not like visually imagine what kind of stress and challenge that they have to went through that night, especially on Monday and this entire week. But I do personally wanted to express that when I got the news and everybody was talking about it, a lot of my friends are actually Chinese, so we have our own platform. Everybody has been sharing information, checking in with each other, which is something I feel super comfortable and relieved because I was able to know that none of my friends actually got impacted. But the incident itself was pretty much like a wake-up call, especially for a lot of people in campus, and we feel like we live in this world when we're so protected, but especially come from a Asian and Chinese culture, we never got educated on how to protect ourselves. Coming into United States, and we only look or hear about gun violence and shooting via news, but when it's like was literally in front of us, we literally have no idea how to react to it or how to be proactive and protect ourselves. During that time, it's just kind of like a survival instinct, and from the piece of information I've learned through medias and news, and also from people around me, I've knew that unfortunately we have lost some of our students due to the massive shooting, and it was really heartbreaking to see. So the following days, the school is pretty much trying to heal from it as a community. They were able to release press, news conferences, and together we were able to grieve together for the students and for the students who lost their life in this event and also who has injured. So I want to also attach the donation link in this video, so if you are one of the Spartans members, or if you wanted to just show some support, please do, because a lot of the families who got impacted doesn't have that capacity to afford all the medical expenses caused by this incident. So this is something I wanted to address. I personally felt very heartbroken from this because that was the place where I've spent my whole 4 years college memories with. I felt it was a really nice town when everybody was like super close to each other. It was a college town, so all the students lived there as a cluster together. It didn't come to me that we will actually have to experience this, and it was a place I used to call my home. It's still my home because a lot of my close friends still live there. It just felt really surreal. I guess we take things for granted. So far we take for safety for granted, but also on a larger level we take a lot of things in life so for granted. That's why I also want to like release this video talking about gratitude and also gratefulness, because the other day, so the day after, I believe is a Valentine's Day, you know, everybody's posting about receiving gifts, and people, some people doesn't have a Valentine, so, you know, it's just as a joke, people will post something about, oh, you know, it's being single, like, it's just pretty much about the fact that we're so sad being a single. And then it just came to my mind after the incident that it's like a Valentine's Day, so the day where people have to celebrate, but you know, for these students, of course, they wasn't able to celebrate anymore. It just come to me the thought that the thought that we're able to live in this world and still be alive and healthy and have a place to live, have a roof on top of our head, have a comfortable bed to live in, no matter how big the size is, you're still like living under the blessing. So some people are still going through interviews and trying to find a full-time and got laid off. You know, at this time of difficulties, it just reminds me I need to be really show gratefulness and gratitude to every single little things in life. For example, able to wake up and not having to worry about, oh, there's gonna be gun violences. Even for them, it's really hard to talk about, but I feel like nowadays we just take things for granted, and we're so entitled to wanting to receive all the good treatment in life or just receive all the good things happening to us. And it's quite sad for me to grasp the idea that the people right now, their life is ended. They don't even have the opportunity or the choices to level up to receive all the good things in life. So while I was thinking about this, I felt really, it's just like a sense of sadness coming outside, because in the past, there's you know, bad things happened to me too, and during that time I was like, you know, at the bottom of, it's kind of when you hit rock bottom, you start appreciating the little things in your life. And I was chatting with some of my friends, and you know, a lot of them are still staying healthy, and we have the conversation about, you know, how grateful we should be when we're still alive and young, especially when you're in 20s. In your 30s or in your 40s, as long as you are in a good condition, you should be grateful for being alive. Be grateful for other people doing nice things to you. Be grateful for other people doing things out of no condition. So we're not entitled to receiving all these good things because our people can do it out of their good gesture, but we're not like entitled to think that people should treat us good, or you know, they have to treat us in a certain type of way. And we felt resentful if people don't, and we, you know, it come to me from it just comes as like people are nowadays as not as grateful as we used to be. That's just the one point I wanted to talk about today. Gratefulness, gratitude, something that you need to practice on a daily basis. I'm going to do another episode on how to actually starting to appreciate every little things in life, so you are more satisfied and more happier every day. This is something that you can actually start practicing, using little methods, using little habits that you can build consistently. But this is one point I wanted to point out. And just second, that the fact that, you know, about the gun violences, I'm not personally from America. I actually grew up in China, where we don't really have any policy in regards to gun policy. I think even the rest of the Asia country. So just coming here as international students, experiencing this is kind of like very overwhelming for us. So as a whole international community, I wanted to say, like, we need to stay together. I really like the fact that, especially in my in my undergrad college, we have student bodies that are pretty much a representative, like umbrella of the whole Chinese community. And I know that we have different Asian community associations, and we are able to get in touch with like the Chicago Chinese embassy, and just like able to receive a lot of help and support along the way was really, really a blessing. Coming back to the point that, you know, I personally want to show gratitude towards that as well. So it just made us feel like we're always in this together, as nobody has to went through this alone. And I personally just wanted to express my grievance and my grievance, and also to the whole Spartan community, because I'm a graduated alumni. You know, I want to use this channel as opportunity to spread out the word that, you know, we together, Spartans, we will heal. But also on the flip side, I want to channel the positivity from this incident, because the people who is still alive need to understand this is a learning lesson for us, and for the people, for us to always stay grateful, always think that you should not take life for granted. Life is beautiful for always, and don't deliberately make yourself unhappy because of little things in life. Pay attention, focus on things that makes you feel happy and help you move towards further each day and every day. And yeah, I want to just stop here at the 10 minutes, hopefully. And I just wanted to say, like, I'm really grateful that I gained like 30 subscribers under my channel. I'm still developing my YouTube videos, so I will still do it really consistent. So there's going to be new videos every week, as I promised. So please let me know if there's any ideas that you think it will be helpful to be put on the channels. Of course, I will think about it. And yeah, this is all for today. Thank you so much for sitting here for the 10 minutes together with me and debriefing this incident and the lessons that I believe it's worth learning. But yeah, hope everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see you next weekend.